whenever I have a chance to buy and do that. I have been busy, so I haven't been able to go really out to buy any games, free games to come out, and I haven't had a chance to really do that. So plus the free games that are supposed to be coming out are for March, and they won't come out till March 6th, and I won't know what the lineup is as far as what games they will have until, you know, probably March 1st or 2nd, maybe the 3rd, depending on you know, when they decide to put the lineup of games out. A previous YouTuber who had a chance to actually enjoy a little bit of time with Sony and all them got a chance, I guess, to actually see what games are supposed to be coming out. He didn't say, because he didn't want to spoil them or anything like that, but he did say that there's most likely going to be a month of games, which could be good or could be bad depending on the types of games. So, you know, so for now we're going to be playing Skyrim until probably about March 6th, and if I happen to see some pretty decent games, then, you know, I'll get those and continue live streaming like I usually do. But anyway, we'll have some fun with Skyrim here. Right now I am building a house that I recently, well, I bought the land, and so I'm building my house on it. I've built most of the stuff that I need. The only part I'm doing left is the cellar or the basement for the house, and then I am going to have my wife that I have in the game move in. Now the funny thing is, most of you, if I'll show you what my wife looks like in this eventually, but basically it's one of the mods that you can get in the game, where it's a Spriggan matron follower, and her name is Thistle. Thistle used to be not able to be married, but this time around they fixed it where you can marry her. So, you know, basically I've married her, and you know, that's that. So the second part was making sure that I was able to have a house for her to go to, because at the time it was basically you know, her place to go to, which is fine. The only problem is that she's in Riverwood, at the end, as far as I know, for her. So, you know, that's whatever. So I'm just finishing up building the house. I have put on mods in this. You might have noticed when I was jumping earlier, that was one of the mods I put on, called Jump 5 times higher, or Big Jump 5 times, or times 5, and basically it just allows you to jump onto things that you wouldn't normally be able to jump on, like these roofs of these houses. Normally I wouldn't be able to jump up here, but I can. And then of course, you know, I have the God Ring on, God mode, God Ring. This is one of the other mods I have on, called Kato's White Run. Sorry for the little whistle there. Kato's White Run is literally, it's a mod that takes White Run and adds extra to it, so it looks more like it would if it were a real life place, which I love, because honestly he did a fantastic job. There's so many mods in this. I can't download them all because there's, you know, a lot of them will actually they won't go together. Some of them conflict with each other, but there's a lot you can do mod wise, and it's fun. I mean, one of the mods that I recently have used allowed me to get pretty much every weapon in the game, and the only weapon I kept out was Ariel's bow. And the reason why is because Ariel's bow is, it's not hard to get, but it's tedious because you have to go through a pretty decent quest line. And once you go through the quest line, if you choose to do so, you get Ariel's bow, and I'm pretty sure, I'm not entirely sure, but I'm pretty sure there's a chest for the armor that you could get to, but I just didn't bother with it because the armor to me looks very tacky, and the armor I have on now looks way better. Now, you could get Daedric armor right off the bat too, don't get me wrong. I've got that in a chest in Riverwood, where my current wife is staying. The only problem, current wife in the game. Trust me guys, I'm not married in real life. Sometime I probably will. Who knows if I ever get a girlfriend. Anyway, basically I left it in a chest because even though Daedric armor looks really, really good with the black and red textures, I like the fact to look more like an assassin. So I chose the Nocturnal Nightingale armor, and I used the God Ring stuff to get it up to high levels.
Come to see Valaman, looking to protect yourself or deal some damage.
Unless I'm just getting, you know, a bunch of iron. I'm not really doing anything else per se right now. I just wanted to get the iron.
If you need any more smithing work,
but let me show you what I've done. So, weapon-wise, Ariel's bow I have 273. You can do that with any bow in the game once you have the God Ring. It allows you to have crafting ability. Well, with the crafting abilities, I also have a mod that puts all my stats up for skills at 100. Everything. So everything's at 100. Yeah, I'm not gonna put any of this legendary because I'll have to go through everything all over again. I don't want to have to, like, oh, I can't level up anymore, so I don't really want to do that because, you know, 100 is the level cap, and if I do that, everything's going to be at 15 and it's going to suck. I like it the way it is now. I can one-shot kill pretty much anything. But, anyway, you guys, you know, can choose what mods you want to put on. I chose these mods for the reason of how good they are. I mean, being 100% level up means you don't have to level through the game, so you don't have to worry about, you know, having to go into a battle and it being like 15-minute long battles because you can't kill them right away or anything like that. I also have infinite dragon shouts on, so I don't have to wait around for, you know, a warm-up. Like, just off the bat, I'll show you my mods here. Load them up real quick. I shouldn't take too long. I know there's a lot of people who do mod videos. These are only PS4 mods though. I don't own Xbox. I don't own an Xbox at all because I just don't want to have an Xbox. I don't really care for it. So I have PlayStation 4. So the PlayStation 4 mods I have are the Katana Pack, and that was just so early on when I was doing swords, I thought it would be cool if you could have almost any katana, you know, from different races. So ebony katana, you know, dragon bone katana, all that. Put no more dead followers on. I did that because I got tired of all my followers constantly dying, especially ones I married that had following me. I mean, I constantly, you know, it didn't work. I ended up having to keep getting remarried every time because they died if I brought them with me, or if I was a Thane for one of the Jarls, literally my follower would die and I'd have to get a new follower. So this is just easier. They won't die. They have God mode basically, and it's fantastic. This one, easy lockpicking, I put on because I was tired of running out of lockpicks and having to constantly make lockpicks or having to find lockpicks or loot them. This is the ultimate player start, like I told you. Start at 100. If you want to, you can even put all those at legendary if you want to, but it'll set it back to 15, and I don't know for sure if you can level up and, like, start leveling those perks again. I don't want to go through that though if you have to. Of course, the Ring of God mode, that's where most of your stuff comes in right there. The Ultimate Player Start and the Ring of God mode are the two of the best. Unlimited shouts, like I said, no cooldown for it, so you can just constantly, you know, shout. You can shout. I mean, it'll take like a second to redo it, but you can still shout faster than if you were waiting. Then Spriggan, matron follower, like I said, Thistle. I have improved Skyrim on because I found it odd that you had Stormcloaks and Imperials both wearing similar sets of armor, and I didn't like that, so I wanted it to be more realistic and more immersive, and with that, I put this on. So the Stormcloaks don't wear armor like the Imperials do. The Imperials will still be in armor, but they all are different depending on the races that they're in, and different factions. And like I told you, Kato's Whiterun, which makes it more crisp. I put better horses on because I got tired of having a dead horse all the time and spending 1,000 gold every time it died. With this, it makes the horse's stamina better, it makes it faster, so you can get to places faster versus like running or whatever. And of course, if you get into a battle, the horse will actually run away from battle, so it doesn't die, compared to other horses where they would stay in battle and die. Then I put on cosmetic enhancements just because I thought it would be cool to see what it would look like if you had frost or fire or electricity. Unfortunately, most of the effects that are on the weapons and stuff, I haven't seen any cosmetic enhancements to them, so I don't know if it's working or not, or if there's something I'm missing. I don't know. Walk right I put on because I got tired of the female characters in the game walking exactly like the men do, and I'm not trying to be sexist or anything, but I think if you're gonna make characters in a game, you should definitely make them different. Like, a woman character should be able to strut and walk like a woman would in actual life. A man should be able to walk and strut like he would in real life. Make them a little more better, and that's what this one does. It doesn't do much, it just makes it so they walk better and they have more of a strut to them, so you can tell that they're not walking like a man, they're actually walking the way they should. Then I put on Taylor's measure. That was to change NPC's clothing, and I know a lot of people were like, oh, were you trying to take their clothes off or something? Like, no. I actually found it funny to make a lot of the guards look more badass than the rest of their faction that they're in. So I'd take like 2 or 3 different generals or 2 or 3 different random guards, and I would put them in like heavy duty awesome looking armor that would make them look like they'd destroy you just by looking at you, and the rest of them would be in regular armor, and it made me laugh so much, so I figured why not. You also have some outfits for women in here too. There's the nocturnal robes that you can get, and that basically is just like a dress that the female NPCs can wear. It has like a little bit of cleavage, but it's a dress, and it's a nice dress, so there's that. I put on infinite weapon charge, so I would never have to keep I wouldn't have to keep using soul gems, because I got tired of constantly using them and then having to buy more when I ran out. The charge never runs out, which means if you have a fire ability, frost, electric, draining touch, where you drain health from them, whatever you've got on for an enchantment, it will not run out on your weapons. So it's fantastic, it's amazing. Then I put on faster bows because I found with the bow, I'm more of a bow user in the game than I am with swords. Swords are okay. I like some combat with swords sometimes, but for some reason I feel more free in the game with a character that's got a bow, and I found out with the bows, like when you load your first shot, it's very slow on the draw and fire. You can still kill them, but it's very slow. So when I put on faster bows, it did a draw that was a lot faster, it shot faster, it was perfect. I put on Dolomite Weathers and Lighting just because it didn't feel real enough. Like you would see like a day where it would just get like dark, or or it would be sunny, but you would never see like any weather, or barely any weather. You'd have maybe like a little bit of rain, and that would be it. So this one adds all kinds of stuff. If there's sunlight, it has sunlight. It will show fog if there's fog, snow, you know, whatever weather you would have in real life. And then I put on the water mod called Water and Terrain Enhancements. I did that because, like most people know, in the original Skyrim, what people would call the vanilla version, the water is shiny and the waves are ridiculous. They keep going, and everyone that lives in real life knows that that's not always the case with water. Sometimes it's calm and doesn't move, and other times it moves really quickly. And it's not always shiny. Sometimes it's kind of dull. So this actually adds on the aesthetics of real life water. Basically, you have the look and sound of water from real life put onto water in a video game. So that's awesome. Just recently, before I started this stream, I put on Stones of Baron Zayab quest marker because I found it difficult to find all the stones. Before, when I played the game, before the remastered version came out, I played regular, just Skyrim, Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. I found like 3 or 4 of them, of the Stones of Baron Zaya, but I could never find the full set, and it always made me mad. This one I also put on recently. It's the Lord of the Rings, Nazgul weapons and more. It adds the races that you would have from Lord of the Rings, as well as the weapons. So you have, you know, the elven race, you know, and all that. And as far as weaponry go, you have Glamdring, you have some of the axes that they used, you have the swords, you know, you get the usual stuff from like Lord of the Rings. It would be nice if they did a similar thing where like you could have Game of Thrones weapons in here too. Could you imagine that? I mean, that would be even better. And then, like I said, big jump 5 times, and that one, it increases your height for jumping, but what it doesn't do is the creator didn't add in not taking fall damage, so you take fall damage depending on where you're falling from, and that's all the mods I put on. But I did it for a reason, because it makes the game so much more easier and a lot more fun. He also puts in the big jump mod that you have to be careful depending on where you're jumping, because like in Whiterun, you can jump over the wall and find a whole new world, and it's basically just jumping outside the map. Outside the map, there's no trees, there's lands, there's mountains, but there's no water, there's parts missing, there's parts where you could potentially fall through the map, or just fall or whatever. It's almost like Gmod, basically, where like if you played, I watch videos on that all the time. If you played like Gmod hide and seek or something like that, or you know, whatever, there's always like ways to get out of the map, and things always go bad. Usually, once you get outside the map, because there's death barriers or there's places to fall. So you know, it's the same type of thing, really. But I've seen people do it, and you know, it seems like it's fun. But I'd prefer to stay out of the outside of the map. I'd like to be inside the map. It's big enough where you can explore so many places, everything, and it's a lot of fun. So, oh, I forgot to find glass. Of course, the one thing I forget to find is a freaking thing of glass and goat horns. I'm not gonna do all of these little shrine things, and that's just because I don't really care for them. Oh, I knocked over a basket. But I don't really care for them. I mean, you know, I have this wall I can't really do anything with right now. I'll probably do something with it later. I'm still debating on whether I want to have kids in the game or not. Only because certain things will change. Oh, look, here's Lydia. Literally, she went from being a follower as a house Carl, to literally telling me that she would guard over my house and do whatever needed to be done in it, like I'm a Jarl. And it kind of freaked me out, because I'm like, I'm not a Jarl, last time I checked. But she acts like that towards you, like you're a king who deserves everything. Which honestly is not surprising, it's kind of fun, because then, you know, there's so much you could do, so many followers you can get, and there's also a mod for that. If you want more than one follower, they have the multiple follower system you can use, and that will allow you to have more than one follower. The only problem with it is there's mods that it does not agree with, other mods, and if you're not careful, it could completely crash your system, and then you have to go back to an old save.
Mercenary work? Might suit you.
Also, if you guys are wondering which side I picked the Stormcloak Rebellion. So that's what these guys look right here. These were the, you know, normal Stormcloak armor. They look like this. So that's funny. That's really funny, because they don't look like they should, but that's how they actually are. Also, I found if you end up going on a killing spree in Whiterun, don't kill this guy right here. To Bellathor, right here, because this guy, he literally helps you with everything that you need for your house, pretty much, from glass to, you know, whatever. And if you take him out, then you don't have anybody to really buy from in Whiterun for like house and stuff. Right now he doesn't. Right now he doesn't have any glass or horns on him. But the best thing to do when you don't have anything like that, you go to any trader, that's in, like, say you go down to Riverwood. There's a Riverwood trader where you take the Golden Claw to after you're done using it, and they will have all kinds of stuff: glass, goat horns, hay, whatever you need, they'll have it for you. So that's always fun. Hi, welcome to the stream. So, I talked about some mods on this. You could probably check it out later if you want to. But one of them I'm using right now is that big jump times 5. So I can literally get on roofs if I need to. It's really bad that I'm doing this. I don't have any other games to play right now at the moment, because I've been busy and I haven't had time to buy any new. So
Thank you so.
hopefully they come out with some good ones in March here. Of course, this guy doesn't have anything I need right now. Come on. I need goat horns and glass, and I guarantee he's got none of that. Of course. Why would he have anything I need? Half the time he has everything you need, and the other half the time he's useless. I'm gonna try one of the different areas and see if they have what I'm looking for. Oh god. That is one ugly looking girl. I've tried that. I haven't really come across many people who have the stuff. Half the time I just go around killing goats. Like, there's a bunch in here. As long as no one sees me do it. Go away, Nils. I don't need you to see this. God damn it. How, seriously? How did I miss 2 shots? That's another one of the perks I put on. That fire there. Just infinite. Because the mod I have on it keeps me from losing the charge. Oh, are you serious? A random cow, just out in the middle of nowhere, just a random. That's so weird. See, there's a goat. There we go. I think just kill him without anyone noticing. Didn't see nothing. He looked right at me like, did you do that? No, I didn't. Hi. Yeah, you go ahead and just, yeah, you do what you need to do. What the fuck, that goat has 2 silver rings. I'll take both of those. I can sell those for good money. See, I can't snipe this goat right here because this guy's watching me. You can do it from over here. This guy never knows. Oh, that just makes me sound like a dick, the biggest asshole. I just murdered a goat that was married.
I was this close to catching that kill. I swear.
Oh, there's that usual guard who always talks about how he almost caught the killer that killed the lady down here. Never works. I don't know why he says it though. Not too many goats around here. Wait, no, I didn't. I thought I did. I thought I passed a goat, but I didn't. See, look at that. Full moon. Got the mountain in the background with like the snow coming off of it right there, and then the stars, and a little bit of the aurora borealis there. Looks nice. Well, there's no more goats that I could murder over here, so go over this way. Oh, hello. Child, I'm gonna murder a goat in front of you. They just act like nothing happened. This woman saw me do it. Let me just take the arrow out of him. There we go, it never happened. So this is the other reason why it's good to be able to have that high jumping, and that was because nobody wants to have to like get stuck behind a bunch of NPCs that are just sitting in random places. So what better way to do things than to have jumping? Apparently I didn't wait long enough. There we go. That should get us to 7:24 AM. There should be this place should be almost open. Get it to 10:24 and it should be open. There we go. Usually if you get to 7 or 8 they're not open. Wait till about like 9 or 10 and then they're open.
All my goods are legitimate. Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that.
Notice how he had a thing that said none of your goods are stolen. That's because everything in this place is stolen. It doesn't matter. I'll still buy it from him. I could have, but there's no point. I mean, you know, just for the hell of it, watch this.
Of course nothing in here is... Oh, by Azura, I've made a terrible mistake. I bought a gold ring, and Viola Giordano has been missing a ring that looks just like it. It's not that... Look, it's dangerous. But if you sneak the ring into her house...
So, what we gotta do now is go into this random girl's house, sneak in, put the ring in her place, without her ever knowing that you did it, and then afterwards, both him and you get to act like nothing ever happened. It's kind of like a bull-faced lie. It's really fucking stupid. At the same time, it's hilarious because of the facts that he stole it from her in the first place. So, go into Viola's house, and now we've got to place it somewhere where she's not gonna find it. Where she's gonna find it, probably. I've got to find it. I hate the fact that he gave it to us. Should be one of the last rings or something like that. Oh, there it is. Oh crap. It can't be moved from... Oh, that's right. We've got to put it in a place that is marked. Forgot about that. I just stole a flute. I know, right? Let's put the flute back. I don't really care for it. There we go. Because then they can't say that I stole it or anything.
I was this close.
That's funny, that guard just saw me walk right out of there and didn't say a word. This is where that woman was killed off. Just randomly. Now we have to go back and tell him about the fact that we helped him out. And of course he's going to reward us for it. Another goat there. I don't know how many goat horns I need. Probably like 10. There's too many witnesses around though for me to murder the goats in here. Really? This guy is not... Oh, I know exactly what he's doing. There's a guard right there. Yeah, I'm not gonna lockpick in front of a guard.
Lightly armored means light on your feet. Smart. My heart goes out to climb.
Why is this guy even here?
Kin murdered. Family warhammer.
Alright, it's 5:19 PM, so... We'll go to 10:19 AM and see if he'll open his door. If not, we're just gonna lockpick it and walk in. He's probably gonna be in and be like, "You're not supposed to be here." And be like, "No, we are supposed to be here. You gave us a fucking quest, and then you were pretty much sending us to our death, but we got lucky."
There's no fairness in all that.
Oh my god, this motherfucker over here. You know
There
what?
are stories about you and dark tidings and all that stuff.
Over here. See, he just looks straight at me. I don't like that.
Here to bully us and tell us to leave.
Just let me. There we go. And in I go. See, now he's here.
Man, have a bit of privacy. Get out of here.
Watch, we get out, we come back in, and he's like, "You're not supposed to be here."
Let me know if you see anything you like.
Literally, I walked in, walked back
Hear
out.
of that little problem? Thank you. Azura's prophecy always guides you to fortune. Speaking of fortune, here. Everything I earned from my last shipment. It's yours.
Hey, 1200 gold.
Take a look.
That's not too bad. Let's see if he's got anything we can use it. Give me some glass for crying out loud, or at least, you know, something I could use.
Do come again.
I mean, the goat horns are something I need, but that's just so I can make lighting. How? What? There we go. See, most of the time they don't have what you're looking for. I don't know why. Alright, I've got to travel to a few more places. And I don't think anyone in Winterhold will have... Like, anyone in Winterhold won't have anything for me. Dawnstar doesn't really have a decent trader. Morthal might have a good trader. And then we've got Solitude and a few other places. I'll try Morthal and see what comes up. But basically, all I'm doing is making. I need glass for. Sorry, I need glass for a little case that you have to make, and then the horns are for lighting. And after I get that made, then I have to decide if I want to have some children adopted or not. And if I do, then I have to add on children's bedrooms. And that'll just add on to the house, but I mean some of the places that I had will disappear. Oh, come on. I get 5:27 in the morning. There we go. It's still dark outside, wow. Fine, we'll make it 9:27 in the morning. How about that? There. Alright, we've got the Jarl's place. There should be a trader right here. I think, but if not, then it's probably like an apothecary type. So they'll have ingredients that we use for potions. Yep. Please tell me you've got goat horns and glass. Please tell me you do. You look like you might. Lockpicks, mammoth tucks, and straw. Yeah, I'll take the straw. You never know when you're going to need straw for something. Alright, so we still have to find glass and goat horns. Oh great, there's another dragon over here. I've killed like 4 dragons over in this area playing this game. I don't know why there's like 4 dragons here, but there are. Let's see what this place has.
I'm just a poor man trying to make a living.
Let's get. Actually, you know what? We'll buy some lumber.
In my power. This damn wolf doing some building, eh? I'll have them hauled over right away.
We're gonna buy.
Building, eh? We can wherever he needs. I'll have them hauled over right away.
Yeah, 40 logs should be good. All right, I did business with him. He's the sawmill guy. That was weird. A guy just rushed into here out of nowhere. That was weird. It almost seemed like it was another player, but this isn't an online. This is not an online game. So, what the hell was that?
Stonehill's warmth is a welcome. Ours is to smile at your passing, friend.
Okay. Creepy Argonian guy just ran in here to talk to the Jarl and doesn't even say anything to her.
You're the one casts those illusions. Impressive.
Oh wow. You find it impressive that I cast illusions, huh?
Destruction magic's fine. Just
Oh my god, why the fuck are you following me? Don't do that, that's creepy as fuck. Alright, that's the guardhouse. Hey look, there's a giant wood pile here and nothing to cut it with, but there's a tanning board. That makes absolutely no sense at all. Like, how the fuck are you cutting the wood if there's no chopping block?
no matter what else happens, the gods will always be grateful for everything you've done.
It's the same thing over here. Look, there's no chopping block, but there's a fucking grindstone. What the fuck, people? How do you have this stuff, but you don't have the stuff that you need? Oh, look, there's the dragon right there. Every time, literally, there's always a dragon, no matter where you go.
Dragons?
Yes, there's dragons. I'll just jump the water over here real quick. Yo, fuck it, we're gonna go kill that dragon, because look, the kids are running away from him. He's obviously close by, he's right there. This fucker's just sitting there. They also apparently make the guards very stupid in this game, because literally all the guards have been talking non-stop about frickin' the stuff they have. How did that miss, and where the fuck did that come from? Got shot by poison, what the fuck? No, so I lost my arrow on that one, gained my arrow back on that one. Oh, apparently I killed this one, I don't know when. That was weird. Okay, it must have been an arrow that I fired without knowing it. I've been to this place before. Pretty sure. Yep, I've been to this place before. Fuck is the dragon? There he is. That looks a lot like... Oh, sweet. So, this must be part of the... one of the mods I put on, the Lord of the Rings mod. The fuck did that dragon go? Oh, don't tell me the dragon's already gone. Where did it die at? Look, see, this person just randomly died. Apparently it was a Stormcloak. It's funny, when you loot the armor off of them, it still shows the Stormcloak armor, but it doesn't show anything else other than that, so it's kind of funny, really. I can't find out where that dragon went. I know I killed it, but where did I kill it at? Because I shot it, and if it landed anywhere near here, I should have been getting Dragon Soul. I'll go up the mountain. If his body landed anywhere on the mountain, and I start collecting his soul immediately, then you know he's definitely on the mountain then. Also, if you hear any background noise, you know, my family's over. You know, but they're doing their own thing. But it's a cave troll, or ice troll. Just right off the bat. Instant death. Nice. That's fun and all, but I like more aesthetic looking arrows. Alright, he's obviously not over here. If he was, I would have had a potential dragon soul. That wasn't the case, so... There he is. Apparently I missed him by a long shot. Look at this thing. It's a fell beast. That's pretty cool. Apparently you cannot get the soul from a fell beast. So they don't, these guys don't go away. That actually sucks. You can't get a soul from them. Wonder why, that's weird. I can kind of hear the background. You see what I mean? Right there. That was full damage right there. Yep, from jumping too high. Anyway, I could kind of hear the sound in the background, like it was trying to give me the dragon soul. Technically it should have already given it to me, but for some reason it didn't. I don't know why. I guess you can't collect dragon souls from Lord of the Ring dragons, which really sucks because that would be so cool. Alright, oh right, I was looking for glass. What am I thinking? I've already been to this place, and there's not really much here, so we're gonna move on to the next town, and hopefully find something. Go to Solitude. I know they've got a trader and some other people, so I might be able to find what I'm looking for, hopefully. If not, then I won't worry about it until probably later on. Then, you know, go from there. The main part is just getting the goat horns, because I need those in order to make the lighting. So you have the Winking Skeever right here, that's the place you go to get drinks. There's the apothecary, and then you have your trader right here, so you go to bits and pieces for the trader. Should be fun. Yeah, so it'll be definitely interesting.
Welcome.
See what these guys have. Hopefully they have glass. Yep, they do. 18 glass and goat horns, so got everything I need now.
Come back to bits and pieces.
That's perfect. That's perfect. That's everything I need. Now I can make the lighting and the one glass case that I need to make, and then I can bring my wife over to the house and then decide whether I want kids or not. I mean, I've had kids in the game in the past and it wasn't bad. The only problem was when you have kids in the game, they don't have any other races. They only have like Nord kids. So anybody who's Nordic, basically, in the game, or Breton or whatever, you know, they don't have Dark Elf or Elf, you know, they don't have any of the other races except for just the regular human races. So it kind of sucks, really, because I was hoping there would be more variety as far as like adopting children in the game. I'm sure there's a mod for it and I just haven't found it, but even still. So we made that, and that's basically everything we needed. So now we have the cellar all lit up, looks nice. Got our mead barrels down here. See, now the lighting is finally popping in. It's probably going to take a while to really... But then we've got this stuff right here. So we've got like the furs. Different kinds of furs and stuff up there. We have quicksilver ore, iron ore, and corundum ore. So we got some ores in there. Got some, you know, all kinds of different things in here. Most of the stuff is empty, but still really cool to see. Got stuff that I can make stuff with. Pickaxe, shovel, food supplies and stuff. I have no idea what I just picked up there, but I don't care, it's whatever. Oh, I didn't even show you guys my armor sets. So I have Ario's bow at 273, like I said before, and then of course my armor is all legendary. So my Nightingale armor is 39,975. My boots are at 19,956. My gloves are at 19,956. My hood is at 19,978, and each one has different things. This one, like, just the regular armor itself increases your stamina. The boots increase muffled and move silently, and I already have the sneaking perk up to 100, so at this point it just adds to it, which is fantastic. The gloves give you 25% better lockpicking, so even though I have the mod for lockpicking, it just makes it even more better in case you didn't. And then illusion spells for the hood if you cast illusion spells. So now I'm going to get rid I'm going to go outside, get rid of this workbench, then I'm going to go get my Spriggan wife and bring her to my house. And it'll be our house because she's going to move in here, and it's going to be fantastic. After that, then I need to decide on whether I am going to adopt any kids from the adoption agency, or if I am going to stay away from that and just not bother with it. So now all these are here because there's more. That's basically all the benches where you have the rest of the stuff you could do if you want. Now, I don't really care for the animal heads all that much in here, so I didn't put too many of them. I mean, you walk in, you've got a bear head here, and then, you know, you've got an elk or a moose here, a wolf here. You know, nothing really too bad. Put some little pots and stuff up there. Nothing really else down here as far as like animal wise for heads. You don't see nothing for animal heads. You open here and it's an armory thing. You've got a wolf head, you've got a bear head. That's pretty much it. And you, for animal heads, down here, and you go upstairs. I could have jumped up, but I didn't want to. And up here, you don't have many animal heads. You have a goat head, and I think that's pretty much it. Why the fuck, Lydia? Why the fuck are you sleeping up here? Oh, never mind. That's a guest room. This is the guest room. What am I thinking? Anyway, so you have the just the goat head here. You don't have any other things over here, really. I mean, you don't have any other animal heads, which is fine, because you don't want to put too many of those. It'll make it way too tacky. And then that just opens outside. What did I knock over? I don't know. I knocked something over. I don't know what it was. Everything looks pretty nice. So, oh, wait, there's something over here. There's a book. The Cabin in the Woods. Oh god, that's creepy as fuck. I remember The Cabin in the Woods, and it was a pretty crazy movie. And it wasn't that I didn't enjoy it, because I did. It was more of a fact of, like, the fact that you had, you know, that movie be the way it was. I don't really like talking about it, because I had some nightmares after watching that movie once. Anyway, so we're getting our wife now, so you guys will get to see my wife Thistle in the game. Again, that is the mod where you get Spriggan.
What is it?
You get the Spriggan matron, and that's where you get Thistle, and Thistle is marriable, so you can marriageable, sorry. So you can marry her pretty much any time you want to, as long as you have a Amulet of Mara, and I've got 5. I only had 1 the first time, and then after I killed like a bunch of bandits, I had like 4 more, so I just kept them.
What do you need, love? Ask and... Oh, really? If that's what you want. I'll see you there soon.
And then watch this. Literally, from her, I've been getting almost 3,000 in gold lately. So let's see how much she has for us this time.
Would you expect any less of me? Here, this is your half, my love.
It's 2,700 gold. Yeah, that's pretty much exactly what I thought.
Take the world by storm, dearest.
See, look, she is awesome. Now we're gonna get to the house. We're gonna fast travel to the house, and she should already be there because for some reason she's faster moving than we are, or she teleports. I don't know. She's a badass though. She's awesome. But I don't take her with me because I don't want her getting hurt by all the other NPCs, and you know she's mainly a spellcaster. So, you know, there's that. Lydia is a swordsman, or swordswoman, I should say, but she generally will also fire a bow if you have a bow. Apparently there's a mod to take that off, but I don't really care if she uses her bow, an arrow, or a sword, depending on whatever she wants to use. So it's whatever. Where is our Spriggan at? There's Lydia. I don't know why she's sitting there. Where is the Spriggan wife? You in here? Nope, she's not in here. Wait a minute. Oh, that must be like a dust thing shining through. Oh, it is. You can see the dust shining through your house. That's kind of cool. So she's not upstairs anywhere, as far as I know. She's not in here. There's no bedroom in here. Where is she? Is that wait, is that Lydia?
Watch what you're doing.
Why? It's my table. I can do what the fuck I want with it. Dear God. Ooh, apple dumpling. That sounds delicious. Okay, apparently Lydia's doing something, and here. The fuck, Lydia? Are you gonna plant something, or are you burying people in here? Actually, don't answer that. I don't want to know. Okay, for some reason my wife isn't here yet, so you know what? We're gonna wait 4 hours in the game, and by that I mean it's like 4 seconds, really. There she is.
You and I were the only people in Skyrim who love.
Yep, that's true. That's one of her main lines she'll use.
Ask anything.
Oh, okay. No, I'm good. She'll literally, she'll tell you, you know, that you and her are the only two people in Skyrim that should have love, or be loved, or whatever, which is fine because honestly, I kind of agree with her. But not really. So I got the house done, and you know what? As bad as this sounds, I'm going to go adopt a couple kids. So let's go adopt some children. First, we've got to go all the way down here to Riften, and we're going to find the woman that we murdered. Well, her assistant, really, not the actual woman that we murdered. We murdered her while she was asleep, so her assistant took over. Her assistant is a much nicer woman, and the kids enjoy spending time with her more, so she makes it sound like they'll be adopted a lot easier than the original NPC had told them. So that'll be interesting. So now I've got to wait because for some reason it went straight to nighttime for how long I travelled. Which honestly I don't understand. Like, fast travelling in here should be instantaneous, where nothing will change at all. But it does.
Working at the Riften fishery is tough. I did put some coin in
Oh, sorry.
My husband Bercy will be the death of me. He spends too much time worrying about Riften and not enough about himself.
Alright, so we gotta go over here and then go over there. So jump right over here, go straight in. Now you're gonna notice right off the bat when I get in here that none of the kids have any other race. There's no dark elf, there's no wood elf, there's no, you know, regular elf at all of any kind. Where's the children? Are they over here? All the children are gone. Where are the children gone? What did you do with the children? Are they in here? Nope, they're all gone. That's weird.
This war has created so many...
Why, yes. Yes, of course. What a wonderful surprise.
First, I'll need to ask you a few questions. Your name?
By the way, I actually chose the name Negan just because I'm a huge Walking Dead fan, and I wanted. I've cosplayed in the past as Negan at Comic Cons, and pulled off a pretty decent one. That was before my hair got longer than it is. I mean, it was shorter than it is now. So you know, I chose this name just to be a badass in the game.
What do you do for a living?
What? If you aren't going to be... Wait. Sure, you're serious. Well, all right then.
Where will your child be living?
Very well. That's all I need from you. Congratulations. I think you'll make an excellent parent. Go meet the children and decide who you'd like to adopt. Once you've made a decision, I'll collect their things and be sure they make it over to your house.
Alright, I know I heard the children's feet. There they are.
You're here to adopt someone?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm going to adopt her. So look at this. There's like 3 boys and 1 girl. That's it.
I used to hate it.
Pick me! Pick me!
Constance is no good to us.
Really? Are you sure?
And here we go. You say, yes, I'm sure, daughter.
Yay! Thanks, Mr. Papa. I
Thanks,
promise I'll
Mr.
be
Papa,
the best
huh?
daughter ever.
Alright, and then the funny part is, fuck the rest of those kids. Our other kid will pretty much just run to our house. I don't know why, but she's like a badass. You can't kill the kids in this game, literally. So the next part is we go back to Whiterun. Hopefully it's still daytime when we get there. We go to Whiterun, and there's a girl who always asks for money. She usually asks you for 1 gold coin, and then she'll give you dialogue asking if you'd want to adopt her to be her father. And of course you could say yes and adopt her, or you could say no, or just choose not to at all, and she'll remain asking for gold coins. It's actually kind of sad. Alright, this should get us to 6 a.m. There we go. Alright, see if she runs out of somewhere. She should. Eventually. Where is she running around at? Come on, where are you at? Alright, this is one of the... See, this is one of the outfits you can put on the NPCs when you have the measuring thing. This is one of the, it's from Nocturnal, the dress of Nocturnal. Basically, the NPCs are barefoot. They have this dress that's got a little bit of cleavage and shows a little skin, but that's about it. All in all, that's still pretty decent. I think I made a couple guards in here look like badasses too. If I can find them, that'd be awesome, but I don't know where they're at. So, it's whatever.
Haven't I told you enough?
Fuck off, old lady. I wasn't talking to you. Good lord. There she is.
Mister, could you spare a coin? It's what Brennan once said I should do. He's the only one that's been nice to me since she died. My aunt and uncle took over our farm and threw me
See,
out.
it's sad.
Said I wasn't good for anything. I wound up here.
So, yeah.
I don't know what to do. I miss her so much. Really? Do you have a place I could live? Oh, wow. Are you sure? You really wouldn't mind? Yay! Thanks, Mr. Papa. I promise I'll be the best daughter ever.
I worry about the other set in the whole
that's pretty much it right there. The funny thing is, you can adopt as many kids as you want. You can have like 20 kids if you wanted to, I think. I don't know how many they add into the game that you can adopt, but as far as things go, you could probably adopt all of them if you wanted to. It's actually kind of funny when you have like a bunch of kids all in the same area. Alright, so give them a chance to settle in, and now we have a choice of missions that we want to do. We could do our miscellaneous missions, which is finding Barbas, the dog, assisting people in Falkreath to become their Thane, which once you do that, then you get another housecarl. We learn more about the guild, the Thieves Guild from Vex. Talk to companions leaders for work. I'm already the leader of the companions, so they can still give you work though. It's really strange. Investigate the ruins of, I don't even know how to pronounce that name, and I'm not going to because I'll end up butchering it, but you basically just go to whatever ruins, investigate what's there, and then the last one is visit the museum in Dawnstar. I don't like the Dawnstar mission because all it is getting Mehrunes' dagger, which is basically just a small dagger that you can one-shot people with depending on what you've got. There's the Dawnguard mission, which I haven't done yet. I've done it in the past before. It's not a bad mission. It's just kind of tedious and whatnot, but whatever. Then there's also the Dragonborn Solstheim missions, which I have not done yet. I've done them in the past too, same as the other missions. They're not bad. It's a lot different though, because before they didn't really give you the option for you to have the other Dragonborn with you, like to talk to him and be like, go against the Daedric Prince. It was basically you fought him, and if you didn't die, you killed him, and then you influenced the other Daedric, the Daedric Prince and everything like that, and you became his new champion. But if you and this one, you can you talk to him, there's a chance you can persuade him onto your side, and then he will be on your side as a follower, and you both will kill the Daedric Prince, or try to kill the Daedric Prince. I don't know if he dies or not. There's also First Lessons, which is just the quest line. I don't really care for that. Discerning the Transmundane, you have to give him the lexicon. You give him the lexicon and he gives you a little blood vial thing, and you have to use that in order to get the different blood from different races, that sort of thing. And Dark Brotherhood Forever, which is literally the entire Dark Brotherhood quest line after you've done what you need to do there. And with that, it's basically just you beat the normal quest line for it, and then it's just a bunch of Dark Brotherhood missions that never stop. So if you can manage to beat most, if not all, the side missions and the main quest line, then you probably get, like, right off the bat, you'll have all the trophies that you need. If you don't use mods, you'll have all the trophies that you need, including platinum, and things will be pretty much done at that point. You won't have anything else to do in the game if you beat everything. So I don't really go for trophies all that much, because if it's a good quest line, I'll take it, like a good story and everything like that, game wise, but it has to be pleasing.
You and I, we're the only people in Skyrim worth loving. That's what I think.
So the kids aren't here yet. That's weird. Alright, the kids should be around. I'm gonna ask her again.
What do you need, love? Ask Ask anything.
No, the kids aren't here yet. That's weird.
Take the world by storm.
Oh, that's right. The children characters take longer to get to places. But yeah, once the kids are there, depending on what character you have, they'll either agree to things being good or not.
It's everything I could have hoped for. I know it's not much, but I found a few pretty things. They're in the chest in my room. If you see anything you like, please take it. You've done so much for me. It's the least I can do.
What room? I didn't make a children's room. There's a chest. Where's the chest in your room? You don't have a room. I didn't make any children's rooms. Yeah. There's no chest in your room, child. There's no frickin' child's chest. That chest is empty. That chest is empty. The fuck were you talking about, child? There's no chest that has anything in it. You don't even have... Okay, I need to build children's rooms in here. So I can add in... I can add in what what's missing. Oh great, you're calling me Papa already. Fantastic. Let's see, armory, cellar, entryway, greenhouse, main hall, trophy room. Should be a bedroom. I don't know why there's no bed. There should be a bed. For some reason there's not. Alright, we need to check inside here in the armory room and see if I can make a bed. Let's see, is there a bed? Nope, just a mounted crap. Oh god. Well, that's not good. Alright, we have to remove that bench. So, we've got to find the right bench to put on. So we'll remove the armory. The greenhouse. We could put potential kids' bedrooms in there and move the greenery elsewhere, maybe. Hopefully. If not, then I have no idea what the fuck they're talking about, because there's no chest. There's not even a bed in the entryway here, which makes no sense. They used to have beds constantly. Where you would have one in the entryway, and then you'd have like two upstairs. You'd have them in this room, in the other room, all that. Well, at least I got the lighting in, but even still. So that one doesn't have beds in it either. That's not good. If I can't make beds for them, then that means they have the guest room upstairs, and I have the main, and then Lydia has no place to sleep. Or they don't have a place to sleep, and Lydia does. Okay, we'll do main hall, and trophy room. I didn't put any beds in the cellar, so... And you can't... I don't think you can put any in the cellar. There should have been a thing in here on... wait, here we go. Space for family. Alright, they need a bed and a chest or a dresser. If I remember correctly, the girl said that it was in a chest.
Huh?
Sorry. Let's see. There's the... Where's the workbench at? What? There's no workbench in here.
What do you need, love? Ask anything.
Don't need anything right now, thanks. That chest is empty. That's empty, that's empty. All of this stuff is empty, so it's not anywhere over here. So that means it's in the guest room over here. Of course. She got elf's ear, hawk feathers, snowberries, and a silver ring. I'll take all of that. Because why not? Our daughter found it for us. Where's the trophy room?
What do you need, love? Ask anything.
It's right here. I thought this was the trophy room. I guess not. Got to find.
Ask anything.
Oh, right here. Yep, right here. Trophy room. Make a chandelier and that's it. Wow. At least it's got lighting in it. But at the same time, there's no beds. I fucked up big time. Yeah, I should have put beds. I should have got children first after getting married, making a house, and then, you know, after that, then I should have had it where the kids could actually have bedrooms. I did that last time, I think. There was like 2 beds or a master bed in here. There was beds in here, like bunk beds and stuff.
That's what I think.
See, that's one of her main things she says all the time. She thinks that her and I are the only 2 that should be worth being loved in all of Skyrim. Which is awesome. There it is. Nope, just chandeliers, that's it. So I need 6 goat horns. That's fine though. We can't make any children's beds, so you know, there's only 2 beds in the one side, and then there's the master bed. So either Lydia is stealing a bed from one of the children, or she sleeps in a chair, or she cuddles up with me and my wife, which is very, very awkward. Even still, could be worse. You try the entryway workbench. See if there's a bed I can't put in or something, because then at least Lydia will have a bed in the front. There it is. Alright, let's see. Containers, furniture. Oh, just display cases. I already had all this stuff in except for these 3 things. So there's no bed that I could put in. Oh well. You know, can't win them all, so I don't know what else to do. I pretty much screwed up the housing on this. What I should have done is what I should do is have this like a summer home or whatever, and then have like the Dovahkiin lookout or whatever, that's like a giant castle, be like the family home. That'd be kind of cool. Alright, I'm gonna end the stream here. Leave a like if you guys like it, comment what you think. Like I said before, by March 6th I should hopefully have some new games, and we'll have some live streamable things there, so hopefully, depending on what games are coming out, hopefully some good ones. As always, sorry I screwed that part up, as always, subscribe for more.